Hi everyone, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. We have a new quest given by these two women, but before we go there, because it's quite a long way, I mean, she said it's just outside of Meridian, just a little bit to the northwest, but it's still quite far away. I mean, you can see it's 1,200 feet or steps, but then there's also on the way almost another quest point with Erend.
No one goes into the palace without an invitation.
Okay, fine. But I have one. What? Heh? Hold on. Wait a second. What? What? Ah.
Greetings, Aloy. I am known as Blameless Marad. Please come with me. You're needed for an important consultation.
What do you mean? Where's Erend?
He's inside, attending the Sun King.
Ooh.
Where we should be, without further delay. Follow me, please.
All of these people...
Ooh, we're meeting the Sun King now.
Yes, and each has come to ask a favor. Unpleasant,
Walk slower.
That's politics. The Sun King is eager to meet you. The machine tamer with a curious eye for detail. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
Okay, so interesting. We're probably gonna meet the Sun King now, which is apparently a good guy.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine when they don't get a second helping of dessert.
Did he mean the people that were in the line?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father. I think you'll find him to be a reasonable man.
Even when I walk my slowest, I'm still faster than him. Come on. Oh. Oh, here's a nice place.
Aloy of the Nora. She who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right.
See?
Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting over a toy sword.
So she's still out there.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive.
Yeah.
And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseram have the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchcliff.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseram. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Marad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
Yeah, exactly. Why is it? Is it because you and Ursa are like close?
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign.
So did?
Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. But Ursa has a way of making her people see reason. So you see, I need her back at my side. And quickly.
Okay, so who's this Dervahl guy?
Who is Dervahl exactly?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a sun god. His mind was broken. He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. So he raided the other tribes for victims, especially the Oseram.
And now they want revenge.
Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. My father responded with the ultimate cruelty. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter.
Oh my god.
And sacrificed them in the Sun Ring.
So, why would Dervahl go to so much trouble to kidnap Ursa?
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized he planned to raise Meridian and butcher its people. And she came to me. Together, we stopped him and liberated the city from my father. Dervahl
And now
has spent
he
every
feels
moment
betrayed, yeah.
since trying to get revenge. Mostly on the other Oseram who fought with us. He made so many powerful enemies. I thought we'd seen the last of him. I was wrong.
I'd like to ask you something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about him becoming the
They call
Sun
you
King.
a sun god who killed his own father in order to unite the tribes in harmony. Is any of it true?
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance. How much of that is true?
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony, but you saw how many courtiers I have to deal with first. Maybe next week.
Quite a place you've got here. You can almost see the little people below the mesa.
You don't approve? Well, I have a secret for you. Neither do I. But we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all, while men live in palaces?
It might. Eventually. If people like you help me bring it about.
Your politics seem very complicated. The Oseram are friends, but enemies too?
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. Many of them have settled here. But the ealdormen of the Oseram clans in the claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Karja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years.
Exactly, yeah.
Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future based on mutual gain. But some, like Dervahl, will never let go of their venom.
What can you tell me about the Shadow Karja? What do they have to do with Ursa?
They are remnants of my father's regime, holding out at the fortress of Sunfall to the west. Like him, they care only for domination, and seek to draw upon the power of the sun by spilling blood in its name. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
Okay.
I need to get going.
I know. Well, they say kings should never beg. But please, help me find Ursa.
Who
I will.
says that?
Well, Murad, for one. Don't hesitate to ask him or Erend if you have further questions.
Cool, okay. Oh, hello, what do we have here? Okay, let's read this. Here. Oh god. Long. The founding of Meridian. We are Karja, in us is the blood of those led by Araman from persecution and pursuit so long ago, out of the far, savage east became, guardians of a treasure greater than land or metal, the leaves of the old ones. Araman found the leaves in a rune, picked out by a beam of sunlight, and he recognized at once their importance. Within was etched the first teachings of how to observe the sun, to recognize its guidance, and to understand the place of men. From out of the leaves came the first glyphs, the first writing, so our knowledge could last longer than voices. But when our forefathers offered to share this gift, they were driven out by those they had once called tribesfolk. These ones feared to have the light of knowledge brought to bear on their ignorance, or were jealous of its power, and so began the long wandering of our people, trusting only that the sun would guide them and deliver them from the barbarian tribes. The path was hard and marked by the stones of families who fell along the wayside, even Araman's own. The persecution was unceased, and those without purpose only the desire to debase and destroy. But the faith of the Carja was rewarded with a distant vision, a tower like a solid ray of sun holding on the horizon, flashing. Even as the enemies descended upon them, Araman followed the lights of the Glinthawks, leading his people through looming canyons and teeming jungles. Again they saw the tower, so close now it seemed to reach to the very sun itself, and they saw that the Glinthawks perched upon it. Beheld in the light of the sun, the tower, the spire, cast its long shadow upon a mesa across the verdant valley. Araman knew he had found a haven for the tribe, as this was a place shunned by those without his faith, who cowered from the magnificence of the spire or the shining feathers of the Glinthawks. He named this place Meridian, from a passage in the leaves, and the tribe settled in the protection of the great mesa. They found the site was blessed in every respect, carving their cliff houses from the bounteous resources, and in time from the red rock of the mesa itself, crowning it with the first columns of the city of the sun. Truly the sun gave much to the descendants of our forefathers, granting Meridian great harvests and prosperity, and the bounds of the sun for as far as its light touched. In time, seeing Meridian shielded us from the dark arrows and plots of our foes, other foreigners brought trade and tribute. Holy Meridian! Without spire and sun, there would be no Meridian, but now and for more it stands as monument to both, and the glory of Araman and the founders is reflected anew in each Sun King of the Radiant line and the noble houses of the Sun Court. Which one was the spire? I mean, it's this one, right? You see, what? You see this like black square behind the, just above my head basically. I think this is the spire. What was that? I saw greet the Carja guard. Okay, let's have a look. I already saw like this, which we should get before we talk to Erend. The Chronicle of the Sun Kings, the founder Araman, who guided our forefathers from the shadows of the savage east into the vastness of the Mesa Valley, and who, reading the signs of sun and shadow both, delivered them to the site of Holy Meridian. The bounteous Amavad, who oversaw the clearing and sowing of the royal maize lands, so that none who walked in the sun's favor should go hungry again. Ah, okay, so it's like a line of like sons and yeah. So Arama was first, and Amavad was probably his son, and so on and so on. Who cut back the jewel to claim the rich estate lands for the first houses of the Sun Court. The far-seeing Sadahin, who expanded the sun's dominion to the north, south, and east, setting a gate at Brightsmark's harbor, and who before the sun at its highest proclaimed these lands would be known as the Carja Sundom, saw by the lighter was good. Generous Yuvadan, who stocked the metal markets with the spoils of his own trample Huns, and who allowed trade from the north and south, even permitting outlanders the gift of the counting glyphs so they might understand more than simple barter. Zavarat, the pilgrim Sun King, whose tower was raised to the top of the ridge of Wales, and who crossed the great waters of the daybreak, so the Sundom might extend even further, and to honor this passage had the great blazon arch raised on the far shores. Bold Irith, who saw the suns passing into the west as a challenge and forged after it with a great army to be pushed back 3 times at the great canyon lands that would be known as the Daunt, until on the 4th time his cohort broke through and were vanished in the lands beyond. Prudent Bazadid, who had the mantle of his fallen brother thrust upon him suddenly, who ordered the construction of the fortress of Sunfall and the garrison at Blazon Arch, declaring the land beyond the Forbidden West, where only the sun may go. Huvadin, the returner, who strove to bring civilization to the savage east, but returned after many strenuous endeavors, saying it was no longer fit for the people of the sun. and called for the building of great towers and walls so this wild land might be observed safely. Ranan, the firebird who saw the Sundom suffer unprovoked attack by the Tenach horde, and who, against the protests of his advisors, accompanied his army to confront them. Under the sun he claimed victory, though he was so greatly scarred he wore his blazoned helmet from that day. Nahazis, who was a hunter as much as a sun king, and called for the proudest men of the noble houses to prove themselves in competition beneath the sun, and that those who felled the greatest machines would be situated as the first sun hawk and hawks of the Hunter's Lodge. The illuminated Marzid, who the sun visited with visions so vivid and grand, he commissioned many statues and frescoes of his visage in Meridian, and for his summer palace in Sunfall had the great citadel raised, where he remained painting until he took deathly ill from his own pigments. Oh, it's unfortunate. Hivas, elder brother of Marzid, Marzid was this one, yeah. The elder brother of Marzid, who decreed each family with a suitable male child should submit the child in service of the Sundom, then depleted ranks, and had the artisans turn their attention from works of art to outfitting each soldier of the sun with the very finest armor, halberd and bow. Jiran was the one before, I think, who in his early years was a strong sun king, defending the Sundom from the encroachment of other tribes and the derangement of the machines, but who became greatly addled and ordered the spilling of much blood in the sun's name, threatening to bring a twilight time upon us, and Avad the Liberator. That's the current king. Okay, do we have anything else here? Doesn't look like it, so maybe we can just talk to...
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
So, okay. They just blend in so perfectly.
Aloy, how can I be of service?
It's obvious that you're an advisor to the Sun King, but what is it you do exactly?
Whatever is needed, of course.
Are you always so evasive?
It depends.
You were right about Avad. He seems genuine.
He is the Sun King. I serve him the best I can. What else would you have me say?
Huh. Did you serve the last one as best you could too?
Well, I served him to his enemies. It was the best I could do for the Sundom.
What did you do?
Nothing I could be blamed for.
Smile.
Sounds to me like you're a spy.
There are many helpful voices in the Sundom and beyond. I like to think of myself as a good listener.
So why do they call you Blameless Marad?
Well, it depends on who you mean by they, and what they might wish to blame me for.
Talking to you is tiring.
It is, yeah.
So they say.
What will I find at the border?
An outpost full of Oseram, most of whom want nothing to do with Dervahl.
Okay.
Still, he inspires great loyalty in those who fought with him against the last Sun King. He will not be caught alone.
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
don't forget, he is a master craftsman. Nothing delights him more than his dangerous toys.
Okay. It sounds interesting.
What makes you so sure Dervahl did this to Ursa?
I don't care for sure or certain. I prefer likely or probably.
Oh my god.
How many Oseram are clever enough for this ruse? Capable of building the weapon you describe? Who hate Ursa so? More than one? Not likely. Dervahl? Quite probably.
Even if people think he's dead?
That is surely another reason to be suspicious of certain words.
I mean, so far only Aaron said that he must be dead. No one else
I
said
have
this
to
so
go.
far.
Then you must.
Let's talk to Aaron.
So, I thought Ursa was dead, and I thought Dervahl was dead. Dead doesn't seem to mean what it used to. Or maybe I'm just an ass. Whatever. All I know is that it's time to find my sister and get some payback. I hope Marad's guy grabs us a lead.
Did Ursa ever tell you anything about Dervahl?
We were both under his command for a while. Sort of. Helped him recruit an army to take out the Mad Sun King.
Oh yeah, right, he's also an Oseram, I keep forgetting
then
that.
he got real creepy with Ursa. Needless to say, she wasn't interested. He wouldn't let it go.
Oh cool, sounds like a nice
Not to
guy.
mention the fact that we realized he wanted to murder every Karja, not just the bad ones. Long story short, he's a grazer-licking dungbag.
Yeah, he sounds like it.
Avad seems committed to finding your sister.
Yeah, those two got along. And some people say they shacked up, but I don't buy it. Seems a little skinny for her. Oh, okay, some bad images are forming in my head. Let's just focus on finding her. And kicking Dervahl's ass.
I'd better go.
Don't stand me up in Pitchcliff, okay? Ursa needs us.
Okay, let's check the maps then. So this is where we could travel to. Well, we can't because we haven't found it yet. But so this is Talana. Yes, this is the main quest. This is where we go next. And then we have Pitchcliff. Where's that? Ooh, all the way up there. Okay, it looks like we're slowly making our way up to the north here. And then there's still something down here, collateral. Let me just very quickly check that. Marcus End is also up there. This is probably something I'm gonna do off screen. The hunting ground rewards. Is it an errand? Yeah. Oh, hoopala. Go to the Spurflands to find where Olin's family are held captive. This is also something we should do. Let's see. So... That's the hunting grounds. Okay, we can ignore that. So we need to go here. And down here. What's the closest bonfire? And what is this? What is this? The estate? Have we been here before? Do you think we see the... what is it called? Spire? From here? Doesn't look like it. There's another bandit camp. Oh, there's another cauldron here. Okay, so there are a couple of things that can be done in the south. I almost got the feeling that this is the closest. And it's so close that I don't think it's worth traveling there. So I'll probably gonna run there. And then let's activate that. And then I see you when we're there. Okay? Okay, I found a new glyph pamphlet while I was running there. I'm gonna read this quickly to you. The reign of the Mad Sun King. Be warned, reader, that as a true account of the Mad Sun King Shuran's acts, the glyphs are bottled in blood. Surely the savageries committed can barely be recounted, so pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. You will learn of the grievous wounds inflicted on foreign lands in the reaping of sacrifice, the Red Raids, for the Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village, so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and be harder pressed to field-fighting men on the next raid. The Utaru, who sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Against the Oseram, the terror of the sun piled the corpses of their fallen up to the walls of their villages, so his castrels might clamber upon the dead to enter. And in the valley of the barbarian Nora, terrors of the savage east, such savagery ensued that the trees were dropped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read of the Mad King's depredations against his own people, your curiosity will not go unstated. Within are accounts of the deaths of those sentenced to the Sun Ring, listed in such detail you might think it reported by their own chattering skulls, once piled outside the city gates. Nor will you find a more harrowing account of his massacre of the Hunter's Lodge. Reading these accounts, you might imagine yourself among its brave hawks as they fought to the last, blood dying their sand from dawn till dusk, or perhaps in the crowds of the loose behemoths careened through the stands with the crushing of wood and bone. This is really difficult English for me, to be honest. All this crazed bloodletting did the mad Sun King take in with his pitiless gaze. Indeed, he would not even look away from the goring of his own son in that ring of death. Yes, fair-haired Cardamon of the Dawn's Rising, so degraded and doomed for the crime of standing against his father. Such a true and complete account of the mad Sun King Jiran's miseries cannot be found in the history annals, or heard from the reckoners of the Sun Priest, as it is with a heavy heart that I scribe these events, leaving out no shocking detail, but my debt is to history and to you, brave reader. Okay guys, so we're here, and we need to go up there, and then there are these like two really big things which are tramplers. So they're weak against ice and tear. Okay, let's equip stuff that helps us with this. So currently we have equipped this one, which is good. Let's change this into this. Do we not have a... So we can also... We could also swap this for this. I mean, we don't really need this. Let's equip this here. And then let's craft as much stuff as we can. So we're full on all of these ones. Aha. So it's 1,000 of them, which is cool. What in God's name? Holy shit. Oh, hello. I don't need that thing. Alter, Alter! Shit. So why in God's name? Aha. Ach du Scheiße. Jeez. Oh, no ammo. I equipped. I hate this. Come on. Oh, jeez. Wow. I see them. I don't know what that was.
Not much use with it.
Okay, let's concentrate. Focus. Ouch. What in God's name? Oh, it's fucking... Oh, why? Why are they part of this fight? This is... I hate that... I don't know why they have to be here. These like Snapmaws or whatever their name is. Ja, genau. Yes. What were they? Weakness was fire. Oh ja, genau. I need some invincibility frames, guys. I'm in trouble here. Whoa, whoa. Ach, Bullshit. Jetzt hör doch mal auf. Fucking... Cool, the next ones. Ernsthaft. Like, there's no need for them to be here. I would like to kill them.
Just stay out of their way for now.
Like, I think it's stupid that the Snapmaws are just interfering with the fight. Did you see that? Cool. Oh no. Is that you, Olin? Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. think we got it. Okay, nice. That was tough. That was really tough. Okay, I just want to quickly... Oh god, this is... Whew. That was intense. Mainly because of these guys. I don't know why they are there. That is just... No, not okay.
That's it. I'm already gone.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We continue from here in the next episode. There are like 2 waypoints that popped up. And we should go and figure out what's happening there. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.